Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
Now let's take a look at the Kings' opening lineup. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward position. Keon Ellis is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Sabonis in at the center position.
You know, you see how comfortable MP is operating pick and rolls? Just great decision-making from him.
Here's LaVine. Denver getting their last shot to go. DeRozan passes to Sabonis. DeRozan outside. Shot clock at 5. Free throw line jumper. Ellis left side. Outside for LaVine. Back to Ellis. Shoots over Brown. Ellis' shot is off. Grant, I think it's safe to say Cam Johnson has really hit his stride lately.
Absolutely, B.A. He's seizing the opportunities he's been given, taking and making more shots, dropping more dimes. He's reaching another level of his game.
Now here's MP. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. Johnson with a bucket.
Look, I think Murray is best described as a combo guard, but he can make passes too.
DeRozan outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from LaVine.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
MP looking around. He buries it from 3.
A very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Nuggets. I asked him about DeMar DeRozan, specifically how you defend him from the mid-range. He said, quote, "It's tough because his footwork is so good. Our goal is to try to push him out farther and make him take threes if possible. And we'll live with those results. We'll see if their defense is up for the task at hand." Back over to you, Brian.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Denver moving it around. Johnson for 3. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for Sacramento. 8-point game. Pass to Ellis. DeRozan down low. MP's there. And the basket by DeRozan.
DeRozan's excellent footwork makes him dangerous inside. Defenses have to recognize that.
MP against DeRozan. And there's Jokic on the assist by MP. Jokic just got his second bucket on the night.
I just love the ball movement.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Pass to Brown. To the paint. They kick it out to Murray. MP outside. Fires top of the key, and he hits the jumper. MP's got 5 points.
That's why you set screens for MP. He knows how to use them and knock shots down off of them.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Guys, by many accounts, the Denver Nuggets had one of the better summers of any team, fortifying their depth and acquiring Cam Johnson from the Nets. In their chase for another title, they seem to have taken steps in the right direction.
They're all in. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And so in the game for the Kings, Keon Ellis is out there with Malik Monk. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Sabonis in at the 5. 1:52 left to play in the second quarter. Ellis passes to LaVine. And he cranks it down. He goes right over to Nikola Jokic.
And you see why LaVine's been a hard, tough out in the slam dunk contest. Has a natural ability to entertain the audience, and that bounce and athleticism certainly doesn't hurt either.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. So it's Denver now. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. MP shot is good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Levine. He's got 11. 1:07 left in the second period. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Ellis. Lets the 3 fly. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. The Nuggets lead by 8. MP outside. It's rebounded by Levine. Sacramento has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. DeRozan finds Levine. Now DeRozan. Outside Monk. Here's Ellis. Misses the 3. Now here's MP. He has 7. Outside Johnson. Jokic passes to MP. Lets it fly. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And so it's Denver earning this break in the action. Up 10. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. More 2K action in just a moment.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league.
Well, right now for the Nuggets, the season is still in its infancy, but they've got the firepower and they're playing with great effort.
You just want to see them stay hungry all season long. They're good, but I think they can take it to another level.
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Sacramento Kings.
They've been shot out of the gym. Even when they do extend their defense, it doesn't matter. I don't know what the remedy is.
I got 3 words for you. Elbow sandwich.
Glad you could join us. Ryan.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Tim Hardaway really making a difference here.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. Johnson is out there with Nikola Jokic. And it's MP in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Kings last season traded for Zach LaVine, and he said, quote, "I've been a fan for a long time, knowing how incredible these fans are each and every game. A Tuesday night, it's still going to be packed in here. People pull for their team, and I don't take it for granted." Guys?
Tremendous support, Allie. Thanks very much for the report.
Unlike a lot of players, DeRozan isn't into jacking up a bunch of threes. And I like that about his game, that discipline to stay within his strengths.
Now here's Brown. No points so far. Here's Jay. And he gets it to go off the front iron. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
But defense that soft, you have to take them to task.
Pass to Ellis from the arc. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 3rd assist of the night. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave the team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
Kings trail by 6. DeRozan passes to Levine. And the 3 off target. And so MP will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Memphis, where they'll face the Grizzlies. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop down there.
Now here's Ellis. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Here's DeRozan. The rebound by Jay. MP's got 4 rebounds now. Murray finds MP. Back to Murray. The 3 is up. Hauled in by the Kings.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And Grant, after last season, a new front office taking over in Sacramento, trying to get them back in the playoffs.
Yeah, and after ending their record-breaking postseason drought in 2023, the last 2 years have seen the Kings again outside the playoffs. They're restless to get back there in the mix.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So the Kings making a change here. Monk's checked in. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at Denver, in second now, but wanting to claim that top seed. And checking out the Kings, they're 7th in the conference.
You know, for Denver, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Now here's Monk. Give him 8 points now. Back to Levine. Clock at 6. Sabonis with a screen on Brown. Levine. The rebound by MP.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Here's Jay. 9 points in the game. Johnson passes to MP. Pass to Murray. Fires from deep. And rebounded by Zach LaVine. LaVine's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Look, bad shooting nights happen to everybody. He's just got to feel fortunate that his teammates have picked up the slack for him.
Now here's Murray. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Johnson a screen on Murray. Back to Murray. On the wing, MP. Defended by DeRozan. And the basket is good. Jay's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice work by MP. He gets to his spot and cashes in.
Outside Monk. On the wing, Levine. 32 seconds left in the third quarter here. Sabonis with a screen on Brown. Levine, that one's good. Levine's got 13.
Look, this is why Levine's teammates look to feed him and let him eat. They know how hot he can get.
Murray scanning the floor. Pass to Jokic. Jokic is doubled. Here's MP. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets, finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. We'll be right back. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Cam Johnson comes in for Watson. MP's checked in for Hardaway, and it's Christian Brown in for Brown. Sacramento also making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Eubanks. Keegan Murray comes in for Saric. And DeMar DeRozan is subbed in for Monk.
Oh, and Murray makes this look all too easy. Superb at throwing it down with some power.
On the court for Sacramento, the duo inside, Murray and Sabonis. The vet pair on the wings with Levine at the 2, DeRozan at the 3. And it's Ellis in at the point. Now here's Johnson. Puts up the tray. It's off. Brown against DeRozan. Now Levine. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. To tie it up. Rebounded by MP. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Ooh, the shot misses.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Murray. Ooh, Murray, a tough finish inside.
Look at Murray stepping up big time. I mean, we know he wants to be a trusted scorer when they need a bucket, and he shows it.
Outside MP. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
And what a bucket for MP. He's so hungry to own these big moments.
DeRozan up top, covered by MP. DeRozan! Ooh, the shot is off!
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
MP with it. Quirk in the interior, MP!
Now, he's still a youngster, but MP shows he's ready for the big moments.
DeRozan. That misses.
Give the defense credit there. Normally, that's 2 points.
Here's Jokic. Using the glass to lay it in.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And Doug Christie has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Doug Christie said to his team. Clearly, there's no doubt in the coach's mind. He told his guys, look, we're in this. All it takes is a couple of stops and a couple of buckets. It's yours for the taking. Now go out there and take it. I like his confidence. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's MP. Now Murray. From 6.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one. MP against DeRozan. Levine rips down the board. So it's Denver picking up the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. So long, everybody.
Number 12, John Moore.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Nuggets. Off to a great start this season, currently in second. And checking out Memphis. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And guys, when you look at Memphis, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Cameron Johnson is out there with MP. Then there's Murray. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jokic in at the 5. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Caldwell Pope are their guards. The front court is Wells and Jackson. And it's Edey in at the 5, roaming the paint. And when you look at these teams on paper, there's a clear talent discrepancy.
Yeah, but Kevin, games aren't won on paper. And if you're the underdogs, most people have already written you off. So you go out and play free with no pressure and use all of that public doubt as motivation.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Here's Jackson. Sweet little floater.
Well, this is why you get Jackson Jr. the ball inside. He has a good sense for how to capitalize down there.
MP outside. Back to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. And the 3 off target.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Wells kicks to Jackson. Edey with a screen for Jackson. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And on paper, you call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
Now, here's MP. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. On the wing, Murray. Remembered by Wells.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
And here are the Nuggets now. Grizzlies making the shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
Free throw good, MP. And, Coach, one thing that David Adelman stressed was getting this Nuggets team in much better shape.
Yeah, it seems like they wore down in the playoffs last season. So improved conditioning and more depth potentially could help them hold up better down the stretch.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And the Grizzlies choosing to move forward with Coach Islo to head their program. Stan, after he took over as interim head coach late last season.
Yeah, the first Finnish-born head coach in the NBA. He was a rising star coaching in Europe, now trying his hand in the best league on the planet.
Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies in their last game, a loss to Dallas. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
Look at how swiftly MP moves to the rim there.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks. Yeah, the Grizzlies head coach and I were able to chat. I asked him about Nikola Jokic and what makes him such a difficult matchup for defenses, and he said his versatility. He's a capable scorer and a fantastic passer. We have to be wary of his scoring and distribution with him, and that's not easy. Let's see how things unfold in this one. Guys, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triplet.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So Memphis.
Trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Here's Jay. Nice spin off the left rim and in. MP's got 7 points.
Extra effort goes the way of MP for the score.
The front court is Wells and Jackson. Morant and Caldwell Pope are their guards. And it's Edey in at the 5, down low. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Things have changed for him this quarter. It's starting to go his way.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Jokic goes to work inside.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Morant passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's Jackson. He's guarded by Johnson. 9 feet out. And with that, the Denver lead is cut back down to 12 as they get that one from Jackson.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
MP deciding where to go with it. For the 3. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Memphis. Looking ahead to their next game playing at New Orleans. They'll match up against the Pelicans. That sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them. Murray against Morant. Shot, high post. No good off the front iron.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look. Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Here's MP following the score by Memphis. Inside. MP gets the job done inside.
A great sign for MP in his career, the ability to convert in traffic.
Morant, the bounce pass. The 3. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. And so it's the Denver Nuggets headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And for that game against the Pelicans, coin toss. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction. This game goes to the last shot.
Jetstradamus. We're going to have to keep a tally of the predictions by you two. Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the Denver Nuggets.
You saw how they crashed the glass? That's Dr. O'Neill's School of Rebounding.
I did not know there was a class I'd enroll. Heck, who wouldn't want to take part in that? And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been a clinic out there by Jaren Jackson.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yeah, now that he's established that defensive presence, guys think twice before challenging him.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, Hardaway is out there with Murray. Then it's MP. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Johnson in at the 4 spot. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, I'm told the Nuggets were excited to add veteran center Jonas Valanciunas. They really struggled last season to craft effective lineups when Nikola Jokic was out of the game. In JB, they have a capable scorer and playmaker who can steady the reserves.
He is a big factor. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Wells in the corner. Nails the wide-open jump shot. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Hey, the Grizzlies last season retired the jersey number of the grind father, defensive ace Tony Allen, the player who coined the grit and grind motto that came to define the franchise in the 2010s. Allen was a perennial all-defense selection in Memphis, and his hard-nosed play set the tone. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. They get it again. In the center of things, Morant.
Well, the defense can't let Morant get comfortable down there, or he'll just continue to torture him.
Murray finds MP. To the paint, and the turnover again by Denver. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Murray against Morant. Caldwell Pope outside. Memphis moving it around. Hangs, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, he's looking pretty much unstoppable. Morant making the defense regret that physicality.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
That's good from Morant. The electric Ja Morant, the leader of this team, Stan. What's his focus need to be going forward?
Well, look, Kevin, I think it's pretty simple with Ja Morant. We know how good he is. Can he keep himself on the floor on a consistent basis, which for Ja means staying healthy and staying out of trouble. If he can do that, there's no question about his ability or his ability to lead this team.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Now here's Jackson. And he's good on the 3-ball. Jackson's got 15 points.
Well, modern-day big men can hit threes and guard multiple positions. That's Jaren Jackson.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Some changes for Memphis. Santi Aldama's checked in for Zach Edey. And it's Ty Jerome in for Jalen Wells. Now, here's MP. 9 points in the game so far. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. 11 points in the game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Jerome passes to Morant. 1:51 left in the third. 6 to shoot. Here's Jerome. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And the basket by Jay.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Caldwell Pope outside. Right side Jackson. That shot is off. Good defense by Jokic.
and they continue to control the glass.
And Coach Van Gundy, the big name for Memphis is John Morant, but his superstar trajectory hitting a little bit of turbulence.
Well, some of those troubles were self-inflicted, Kevin, but also questions about his high-flying style. As he said himself, the falls can take it out of you.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
It's time for the champion mascot. Let's go.
Some changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Gigi Jackson comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Scottie Pippen in for Morant. Denver ends up going with a whole new group. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Wells kicks to Morant. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Edey with a screen on Johnson. Jackson throws it down hard.
Again, it's Jackson Jr. His combination of size and shooting can be deadly.
The wing pair, it's Caldwell-Pope and Wells. Jaren Jackson is out there with Zach Edey. And it's Morant in at the one. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now here's Morant. Following the miss by MP. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
But when you watch everything Caldwell-Pope does, it's possible he's still a little underrated.
Jokic a screen. And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Caldwell-Pope against Murray. Edey with a screen on Hardaway. Doesn't get that one.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Outside Murray.
2 minutes.
Now MP.
2 minutes.
Raises up. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the three. Jackson with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And that's in there.
Well, Morant's built to go and showing what he's made of here in the clutch.
Jackson outside. Here is MP. Jokic sets the screen for MP. Outside Hardaway. He's off from three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Edey to tie it up. Jokic pulls it down.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
MP outside. Trying again. No good there. Now here's Wells. He's guarded by Johnson. Jackson outside. Morant. Jackson outside. Edey. Strong move off the glass.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love... see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game, and he wants to be prepared. Murray surveying the D. Here's MP. What a move, MP.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. And we have a timeout called by Tomas Isolo. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Here's Morant. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll do it, folks. And for all of us here at the table,